As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start, but a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard, and also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
And now they'll try to make this 8-0 here as they'll go for 2 with this crowd in a state of shock. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
Score, Raiders 6, Broncos 0.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. He finds Douglas complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He finds his man complete. That's Moss. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zones, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Yellow. Attack. Hey, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Hey, Ripley.
They'll run here with a rookie. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Yellow.
And they'll run again. And this time they'll run into a roll right at the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's now third and goal.
Yellow.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Fairbairn able to put this one through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately he's going to settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw, it's Williams. That's laid out deep for Rice. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll try and do this himself. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they'll take this one down to the 36. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To the air, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Throwing is Williams. On the slant, he's got Hardman. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
To throw, Williams.
Bitch!
Oh, it's intercepted.
You throw it 5 yards in front of the man.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Yellow. Easy.
Now here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Attack! I go up. 43.
Mahomes going to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
45-yard line.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up second
43,
and
15.
at the Raiders' 48-yard line.
15. Attack!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Man, I hit that dude. He still throw a fucking strike.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Josh Downs, 34 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Raiders 6. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff running through the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are once again back in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Williams going to throw for it.
Bitch.
Oh, a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads.
Okay.
Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Okay.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field.
Man, the fuck out of here.
The partner's a former defensive back.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Josh Downs, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Broncos 17, Raiders 12. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will.
God damn.
Early struggles continue. Here's another intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Yellow. Wait. Hey, Ridwood.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Mahomes now to throw. Throw right side, it's pulled in by Bryant. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
15. I don't need to.
Mahomes to throw once more. Again,
Man, god damn, he owned that man.
Broncos. Harrison Bryant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. flag
Man, I
comes out.
didn't even
This is gonna
touch
be
that
roughing the
dude.
kicker.
God
When you're going
damn.
back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that would be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to try and go deep again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with great starting field position, one time out of their pocket, they can still come away with points here in the league going. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Man, that shit fucking pathetic.
For a Denver score. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Williams now throwing to start the drive. He's got it with the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chimere Dike. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Williams looking to do it himself.
Jerry, catch the fucking ball.
Conversion there, but unsuccessful. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Attack, attack! All right. Hey, 43, 43. Hey, 57, 57 colors, 57 colors. Hey, 57.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short pass complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And again, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for Broncos. First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it.
Man, that was blocked, man. God damn.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and a couple. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
He sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah,
Oh, I ain't realized they took Bo out.
Microcosm really
Fuck.
how he can hurt you. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He'll try to pick it up himself. He throws it on the move.
Jerry, the shit hit you in the fucking hand.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams.
Man, god damn.
It's an interception. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Williams pass intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Yellow.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Raiders 18.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Finding room in midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders first down.
To the air, Williams. And that nowhere, taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
To throw, it's Williams.
Man, goddamn, get the fuck out of here, man.
Reception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy.
Man, 5 yards on Buddy.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And this taken in by Downs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he was inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 20.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hands.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them with the turnovers, they've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Throw the fucking ball! What the fuck? Get in the goddamn button!
And they will set up shop with outstanding field position.
Shit, retarded.
Zone at the 17-yard line.
Hit the button like 18 fucking
I'm
times.
going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Michael Dixon set to kick
The
off.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Williams.
Catch the ball.
Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Over the middle, he's got Golden.
And why you run backwards?
This is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Man, what the fuck?
Recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Defensively well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky.
Patrick Mahomes keeping it
Fucking beautiful.
And the Broncos add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
That's the score. Broncos 59, Raiders 18.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's a give up the middle. Taken down at the 42.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw, Williams. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards.
10 at the 13-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to DK. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
And he is met
Fuck out of here.
behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the end zone.
Catch the fucking ball. Oh, my God.
He could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll look to throw for it with Williams.
Man, this dude's just standing there. Oh, my God. The fuck out of here.
On the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Easy. Yellow. Attack. Let's go,
Mahomes now to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Sunday. Hey, 43, 15.
And again, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw.
Fucking beautiful.
Into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And this one,
Dude, you wide open. How you missed the fucking receiver?
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not that one.
Williams loses the football.
Oh, my God. Get the fuck on, man. God damn.
The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The Broncos are Super Bowl bound as we say goodnight, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
This layer is definitely different compared to all the other ones we've been doing so far.
Yeah, it looks like a haunted forest inside a hole.
It's a pale garden pocket, Milo, and wait, what is that?
This weird guy staring at me right now.
Don't move, Milo. It's a cricket. We have to look directly at it or it will attack.
I don't like this. I'm a bird about shit. Not a bird staring at me.
If you still have a lucky pair of socks, love adding to your toy collection, and never miss the chance to splash in a puddle, it's just proof you might be a Utah person.